Vipassana sounds very serious to me. Yes, it is serious. It is serious. Can you suggest something lighter or easier? You just want to deceive yourself, yes, lighter and easier. Just work at the surface level of the mind. But if you want to make a deep operation of the mind, want to reach the root level of the mind, you have to be serious and you have to work hard. How will your teaching help old age and dying? Old age will be there. I'm getting old. I'm Vipassana meditator, so what? And death will come sooner or later, unavoidable. But the mind remains healthy. Mind remains sound. Mind never gets sick. Mind is sound and everything is good. If the mind becomes sick, then the body also gets sick. So don't get afraid of the old age or don't get afraid of the death. People who practice Vipassana regularly, they become fearless. No death of fear at all. No fear of the death at all. Death comes, so what? You are aware. You are aware. And you pass away with awareness, calmly, quietly, smilingly. There have been cases, cancer cases. Cancer pain is so much. And terminal case of cancer is so painful. And yet, we receive information from many of their relatives of the cancer students who have died, Vipassana students who have died. They keep on observing, peacefully, smilingly, they pass away. So it's an art of dying. An art of dying you can learn only when you learn the art of living. So learn the art of living and don't be afraid of the death or old age. A Buddha's teaching is so good. Why is India so backward and corrupt? Yes, it is backward. It is corrupt. Because Buddha's teaching is missing. No Vipassana. If the entire country gets Vipassana, corruption will go away, misery will go away. And there is historical proof. 250 years after Buddha, there was the emperor in India, Ashoka, and a big empire from Afghanistan to Bengal, from north to south. India boundary was so big. And he learned this technique, went away from the capital to a teacher 1,000 miles away, and learned for months together, became perfect, and then spread this throughout the country. And then we find a big change came in the country. There were no communal riots, no sectarian riots, no bloodshed, no foreign invasion of the country. There was so peace, so much harmony, so much prosperity in the country. This can happen in every country, provided Vipassana starts spreading in the country. I am already pretty happy. Why do I need Vipassana? Congratulations, you are happy. But don't you want to become happier? Or happiest? Vipassana will help you to become happier and happiest. And your present happiness, are you sure it is eternal? What will happen? It is so fragile. Things may change anytime and you lose your happiness. With Vipassana and with this technique, you are always happy. Ups and downs in the life keep on coming and you won't lose your happiness. Do you have center at Madras, Bengal, in India? Yes, it is in many places. You ask the management and they will give you all information. In India there are many centers. Around the world there are many centers. There is a website also called www and Dhamma and .org, something like this. You find out from the management and you will get all information there. Are there any Buddha alive today? If the teaching of Buddha is alive, we must be happy. It is alive. India lost it within 500 years after Buddha. Totally lost. It went to different countries. They are also totally lost. Only one country, a neighboring country, Myanmar, maintained it in its pristine purity. And that is why we get it in its pristine purity. So let the technique, let the teaching remain alive. More and more Buddhas will come by this technique. Is there a 1 or 3 day meditation course? 1 or 3 days. You start bargaining. I was born in a business family, so I know business people, how they bargain. I bargained with my teacher. First time I went to him, sir, 10 days. I'm such a busy person. So much multifarious responsibility I have. How can I spare 10 days? But look, I'm very intelligent also. You teach me, I'll practice at home. Why I should come here? And he just laughed. All right, one day. I'll work with you one day. Nothing doing. And then it became so clear. 10 days are why 10 days are important. It is not a punishment. It is something very important. First 3 days you have to sharpen your mind. And that happens when you work continuously. Going back home, how can you work continuously? It must be done in a very congenial atmosphere without any disturbance. Mind has to be sharpened. Then you start feeling sensations. Initially gross sensations, unpleasant sensation. Then you start feeling different kind of sensation throughout the body. And then you train the mind not to react to the sensations. You change the habit pattern. All that takes minimum 10 days. It may take even more. About 100 years back, this technique was taught to people who could spare 1 month. And in this fast life, 1 month is impossible. I would have missed the whole technique. So they reduced it to make it 10 days. Less than that, you don't get anything. Of course, there are some students who have taken 10-day courses with me, and they have started teaching. Why 10 days? Goenkaji takes 10 days. Look, I will teach you within 3 days. Or just a weekend, few hours in the morning, few hours in the evening, but give me so many dollars. Teaching for dollars. Madness. Dhamma cannot be taught with dollars. And this is how they are spoiling the technique. They are making a barrier for people to come to the right path. Because either someone who has taken a 3-day course or 1-day course or few hours course feels frustrated. I didn't get nothing. I got nothing in this. Or one feels, now I know what Vipassana is. And why I spare 10 days? Now I know. You are putting a barrier for the progress of the people. You are putting a barrier for the liberation of the people from misery. So don't bargain. Give 10 days. I begin to practice before taking the course. Oh, how can I begin the practice before taking the course? Don't begin. Never begin. You might go on a wrong path and then it will be so difficult for the teacher to bring you on the right path. So come with a clean slate and start practicing there. 10 days is just the first information kindergarten class for you. Come for 10 days and then you will progress deeper. The 10-day courses you teach are for adults. Do courses for children exist? Yes, there are children courses also. And there we teach only this anapana, that means respiration, and for short time. And we find that also gives so much good result for the children. Their memory becomes sharp. Their understanding of the subject becomes clearer and clearer. And of course, character building from this age is there. How to deal with daily responsibilities of setting goals and therefore being attached. Nothing wrong in setting goals. But why attached? By this practice, you will find your capacity to work increases. I found myself, before taking Vipassana in my business life and other social working life, if I work for 8 hours, I feel so exhausted, so tired. And after Vipassana, I find 10 hours, 12 hours still so fresh. So the capacity to work increases. You are making decision becomes easier. You make quick decision, right decision, which are good for you and good for everybody. So don't feel that you will run away from your responsibilities. My wife is miserable. Should I send here for Vipassana? Everyone wants to send the wife for Vipassana. And the wife wants the husband to go Vipassana. Why don't you practice Vipassana and come out of your misery? Then you will find your wife will get attracted. Oh, there is something good in this technique. What a big change has come in my husband. And certainly she will come to Vipassana. First take Vipassana yourself. How could you practice Vipassana as a businessman? Business involves dishonesty. That is why business got such a bad name. Yes, but with Vipassana, dishonesty goes away. Honesty is the best policy, and you don't lose your business. I found after Vipassana, 10 days, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, 11 months, 12 months, 13 months, 14 months, 15 months, 16 months, 17 months, 18 months, 19 months, 20 months, 21 months, 22 months, 23 months, 24 months, 25 months, 26 months, 27 months, 28 months, 29 months, 30 months, 31 months, 32 months, 33 months, 34 months, 35 months, 36 months, 37 months, 38 months, 39 months, 40 months, 41 months, 42 months, 43 months, 44 months, 45 months, 46 months, 47 months, 48 months, 49 months, 50 months, 51 my business increased, my turnover increased, my profit increased, and with a very peace of mind. And large number of CEOs have started coming now. They are looking for spirituality in business. Why? Because they live a miserable life. Not that one has got money and that's why one is free from misery. There is no freedom from misery by money. When they get Vipassana, then yes, they are free from misery.
There are many questions, but these are all we have time for.
Oh, there are many questions, but only these 4. After that I am liberated. Good. Good. How do you reconcile the love you feel for a woman and the attachment it generates? You feel miserable. When the attachment is there, then you are not loving the woman, you are loving yourself because you expect something in return. This is not pure love. Pure love is one-way traffic. You don't expect anything in return, and that happens when you go detached. If you are attached, then you always want something in return, and you don't get that something in return, you are a miserable person. So have love without misery, without attachment. Why is there silence in your retreats? Because you notice you've got a chattering mind, all the time chattering, and you start chattering outside also. Then you give more food to this chattering mind, it won't calm down, therefore silence is necessary. And moreover, you go to depth of the mind. Only in a silent mind you can make this deep operation, otherwise not successful. First 1 or 2 days, in some cases it is difficult. People are so accustomed to talk, but after 2 days or so, they feel so happy with this silence. At the end of the 9th day, they say, this silence should have been continued further. I feel so happy in silence. And you will feel happy in silence. I am a young man. What is true love? Come to Vipassana, you will know what is true love. True love, there is no trace of passion. There is no trace of lust. Pure love, full of compassion. And as I said, one-way traffic, just you give. And that is pure love, and you can get that only by practicing to purify your mind. When the mind is pure, you get pure love. Are the 4 noble truths important in relation to Vipassana or Dhamma? You only practice 4 noble truths there. What are 4 noble truths? The misery. You experience misery. Although you say, I'm very happy. When you go deep inside, you find you are so miserable. I remember a case of a multimillionaire who came to the course. He was pressed by so many of his friends. It is so good. You take a 10-day course. And he came. And he started arguing. Goenka ji, I got no misery in my life. I got all the comforts. I don't know why I came here. People pressed me, so I am here. All right, you just practice. After 2 days, he ran away. He said, there's so much misery inside. I can't bear it. He ran away. Misery is there because you want to keep yourself deceived and don't want to face the reality as it is. Finished? Happy. Be happy. Enjoy the best fruits of the life by practicing Vipassana. May all of you be happy, be peaceful, be liberated.